Dragi partizanovci, dobrodošli u još jedan Partizanov podcast. Sezona je završena, moje ime je Ognjen Radosavljević, a sa mnom je igrač koji je proglašen za najboljeg fudbalera Partizana za ovu sezonu po izboru navijača. Naravno, ko bi drugi bio nego Rikardo Gomeš, koji je i ove sezone oborio mnoge rekorde, postavio neke rekorde koje je pitanje da li će iko ikada stići i prestići, neko ko je definitivno zauvek ostao upisan u istoriju Partizana. Rikardo, welcome to Partizan's podcast one more time.
Thank you so much.
And maybe it's natural in a situation like this that I should first congratulate you for this, but honestly, from my heart, from my soul, I need to tell that I feel sorry, actually. I feel sorry that instead of celebrating, instead of being very happy right now, celebrating probably some title, you have to play in such a times in Partizan. I know it's tough, I know it's very complicated, but the only thing that we can do is to decide what will we do with the time that is given to us. And you always played with honor, you always gave 100% of yourself, you always been the best, and it's been really a pleasure to watch you. And on behalf of all Partizan fans, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for all the words. Like you said, very tough season for us. We planned in the beginning of the season because we all know how important it was this season. We make some plan, of course. After last year we fight for the league. We was expecting, I think everybody was expecting us to be at least the same, but unfortunately didn't go like we want. But you know, sometimes in football it's like this. This situation happened. Now we need to. Everybody will go on the holiday. I hope everybody will take some time to think about this season, and to look for like us to look for ourselves, to see on what we must to improve, because everybody, I think, was low of expectation. And now we don't have what to do. Now the season it's over, I can say like that, and we need to think. We need to fast change the mind, and prepare for the next season to be better, to put Partizan on the level this big club should be.
Journalists usually want to focus on negative stuff about season, but not today. Today we will focus on you. We will talk about positive stuff. We will talk about amazing records that you broke, amazing records that you set that probably for generations will not be broken. So I have now 4 things in which you did amazing records, and first one is like most goals for Partizan in European competitions in all times. And now I'm gonna say some names who are behind you on this list. Partizan fans will know them from history. Moca Vukotić, Milan Galić, Miloš Milutinović, Lamine Diarra, Mustafa Hasanagić, Saša Ilić, Kleo, broj 1, number 1, Rikardo. 20 goals if I counted well.
Yes.
And all the teams that you scored against, they are amazing teams. Bešiktaš, Nordsjælland, Rudar, Dunajska Streda, Soči, Santa Clara, Anortozis, Sparta 2 times, Feyenoord, Ajax Larnaka, Hamrun, Slovatsko, Keln, Nica, and Sheriff. Amazing.
Yes, amazing this record. Really don't know what to say. Like when I came here, my first time, I never think about this record, but thanks God that everything, if I look to this side, everything goes well, and I could broke this record, especially this one in the European competitions, which is very important. I mean, for me and for the club as well. And still now, you know, I think maybe I said this before, in few years, maybe I will realize what I did with this record, but for now, you know, of course, I'm proud of these numbers, but still, you know, when you are inside, you're still inside of the game, you don't have that big feeling, but I know, and I did something very special.
Important question, are you still hungry for the goals in Europe?
Yes, of course. Doesn't matter which competition we are playing. This is the thing that it's always in my mind. Score goals, because I'm striker, and like people used to say, striker they live for the goals. So this is one thing since from I start my career, it was always in my mind. Sometimes it's go well, sometimes not so well, but the important thing that is always in my mind.
Do you have some special inspiration in European matches, or it's the same as a domestic league? Because sometimes they say for players, of course, Europe is a bigger stage, they have some special inspiration in Europe, but in your case, we see that you break records everywhere.
No, to be honest, I don't have. For me, every game I play since I'm here, every game, I'm trying to give my best, to do the best for the club, because I'm representing this club. This is big club. We are not talking about some, normal club. I'm trying to give my best for the club, for myself, for my family, for the supporters which are with us. I think this is the minimum that the people from this club they deserve, at least to give the 100%.
I read somewhere and I got extremely angry. Somebody said, where is Rikardo in big games? And I just said this list. It's qualifications, it's group stage, it's every knockout phase that you played. Against Sparta Prague, you scored 2 goals. Against Feyenoord, against Sheriff, against Kelnica. I mean, I don't know, but people, they just sometimes text too much on
like you said,
social networks.
Many people they always trying to focus on the negative things. But what I can say, the numbers is there. They can still talking what they want. Like, this is not affecting me on nothing. Like I said, the numbers is there. So who want to watch it can watch it. Who don't want, they will always find some bad things. I think this is like in our life. This is like you look to the things. If you are like one positive guy, you will always look to the on the good side. But of course, always if you try to find something, you will find something. Maybe sometimes it's not important, but people try to give that thing like no. But you see, like, to take out what you did. Saying like yes, but
energy vampires.
Yes, it's always like this. But like I told you, I'm good with myself. This is the most important thing. I'm very satisfied with what I'm doing here. So part of that, I really don't care about.
Interesting question also. Is it maybe easier to play in Europe? Players like Diabate said it's easier to play in Europe because other team also wants to compete with you. They also attack you. They give you more space to attack, unlike in Serbian league where everybody's just defending.
Yes, and about this, in some games it's true. It's true because you saw the European games. The teams, they just play. They don't care too much about defense or stay in the box waiting. They just play. And of course, when it's like that, you have more space to play, to do the things. And here in our league, it's sometimes it's a bit tough because the teams, especially when we play at home, the teams come and they are already there in the box. They are compact, and you need sometimes a second or less than a second to decide to shoot, to pass, or something like that. But I think in the general, all the games are tough. All the games are tough. During the game, you can make the game easier. But for me, all the games are tough.
Second record that Rikardo broke is a foreign player with most goals in Serbian football in general, and this is the one of the first records I think that you broke, because as we know, some other teams players, they score very much goals in Serbian championship, but they are not that good in Europe, unlike Rikardo, who is great in Europe. But recently you broke also this record that you are the foreign player with most goals in the history of Serbian league. So there's just one king, I guess.
Yes, it's crazy. If you look to these records, to all these records, it's crazy because the first year I've been here, of course, I didn't even know about these records because it was some high numbers, some high numbers, and people don't even talk about that. But after last year, which was good, I mean, the numbers was very good. People start to speak more about these records, and some of the records I just know that after broke them. But like I said, it's for me, for my family, it's a big pleasure to put my name inside of the history of this big club.
And fourth record, most goals in one season last year in a history of Partizan, 38 years, if I'm correct, 38 goals, if I'm correct. Amazing. You know how big and good players played in history of Partizan, but nobody ever scored 38 goals in one season.
Yes, last year it was a mix of how to say, of emotional, because in one side, if I look to individual, I had these crazy numbers, goals. But on other hand, it was sad for me after the season to make that season and don't win nothing.
That's why I said sorry in the beginning.
Yes, this on that time, this broke me completely after the season. I was really disappointed with myself as well, because in some times I was thinking, yes, I scored 38, but maybe if I was scored 2 more goals, for example, we could take the title. And for a long time I was with this in my head. I know people can say yes, but you scored 38. But when I'm looking, because when I came here, I always said I took the cup first time I was here, and my dream is take the league for this club. And last year we had a big opportunity, really big opportunity. In the end, the things didn't happen, and sometimes you are inside and you don't understand why. You try to look to yourself. You say, I give my 100% on each game. I train hard every training. I was focused all the time, like what happened, and you try to understand, and you don't find. This is the worst thing, because you don't find the answer. Why this happened? But I believe a lot in God. God always have a plan for us. Sometimes you think to do something on this way, and God have another plans for you. Who knows? He have something better for us in the future. Hope.
I guess probably it's hard to motivate yourself after such a seasons, but I saw on this winter preparations your amazing winning mentality. You and Nathu, you guys want to win every single little game on a training. You have this winning mentality, which is amazing, which I think it gives you motivation even after such a hard season to even in this season be the best.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is one of the reasons that me and Nathu, we are good with each other, because we are thinking on the same line. We are trying to push ourselves and the team as well on each training, on each game. We are trying to do this because sometimes, you have players that have this. They have this, how to say, this. They don't need people to motivate them. They are already motivate themselves. And you have some players that, they always need to push a little bit. And me and Natko, I think we are doing this in the good way, because we are trying to help the team, and of course to help ourselves as well, to be better. Because like I always said, it doesn't matter how good you do one season, but it can always be better. So if you keep this in your mind, for sure in the next year you will be better, and it will be like this.
We spoke about these amazing records, but for fans, sometimes it's more important how good person is somebody. And I know there are sometimes players who do everything professionally, but they don't really care about club where they play. They just go from one team to another. But you on another side, I remember on these preparations we were talking about Partizan's history. You asked me about these troubles between fans. You want to know everything about Partizan. You are a real grobber.
Yeah, yes. No, I feel this club. To be honest, I really feel this club. I feel this from my first time. From my first time here. I don't know, but it just matched, you know. And it's like this. Me, when I'm inside of something or I'm trying to know as much as I can. Of course, I didn't know everything, of course, but I know a lot of the story of Partizan, and I'm learning every day. I'm learning more and more, because it's also important, and it's good for me to know I'm playing here in Partizan. It's not like you said, I'm playing here and tomorrow maybe I go and that's it. I don't know the name of ex-players, I don't know this. No, I'm trying to be 100% here inside, to know all the things, to be good with everybody. I think this is the first step to reach the success. To be kind with everybody, especially on this type of club where people are so fanatic, you know, people are so emotional. They show it everywhere I go. They show it that they really love this club, and that's why this is one of the reasons that I feel very bad. I feel bad for last year and also this year, that it was not in our level, to be honest. Last year, okay, you can say in the end we didn't took nothing, but the season I think it was okay. But this year, it's shame for me, to be honest. It's shame for me. Sometimes speaking with the people on the street, they ask me what's going on with us. I don't have answer. It's sad, because these people, like I always said, the fans are the main people from the club, because they are people which are with us, suffer when we are not getting good results, which also are the first to celebrate when we get good results. So they need respect. They need respect, and I believe that for all of them, it's not easy this year, because nobody expect the season to go like it was. But the only thing I can do is promise them that till the last day I will be here. I will give my 100%, or even more if I have, because they deserve.
And fans love you. They see this. You always been very kind to fans. You always give jerseys to kids. And one thing that when we talked at that time, and I thought about this a lot in my head, you said fans need to understand how powerful they are.
Yes.
And how much impact they make on players. And if they would know how important they are and how powerful they are, they would probably be there every game, full stadium, and lead you to all success.
For sure. And sometimes when I speak with some supporters, like we spoke, I feel that they didn't know that they are how powerful they are. I really think that they didn't know, because I'm telling you, to come here to play when you have many people on the tribunes watching the game, believing for other teams. I always said, when you guys want, you won the game, not us. We are just there, you know, to run, to do the things, but you won the game. Because I remember the game we played last year here against Santa Clara, because I know some players from Santa Clara, and we played there. It was, I don't know, 2,000 people or even less there in the stadium. And I was speaking with the assistant coach of them, and I tell him, be ready, because there it will be another story. And we came here, it was crazy. It was crazy. When the game finished, he came to me, he ran on me on the field. He was surprised. He said, what is this? He's always like this? I said, when these guys won, they won the game, not us. They won the game. And it's crazy. because when you are inside on the field, for example, when we go to play in some other stadium where we're full and these things, we know how hard it is, because they are making noise, they are doing the things, and it's hard to keep the focus. The pressure come. It's always like that. And here I had many games here that these guys they did the result. That's why I was saying that.
Kelm also, I think maybe. Kelm was one of these games. You beat Kelm so easily, like it's some, I don't know, mid-level team, not like Bundesliga, one of the best teams. Nobody scored and saved the net from Kelm this season, but you beat them so easily, 2-0, like, I don't know.
Yes, this was one of the games. This is what I said. I remember the Sochi game also was like this, Santa Clara.
With fireworks, when there are fireworks.
Yes, when they start with that, I know it will be a good night for us,
Maybe to one last question about this season, and then a little bit about relaxation and stuff. Favorite goal this season? You've been officially the best player. Let us show this to fans. Kao što znate, dakle, u subotu je na utakmici Rikardo dobio ovu nagradu. Evo prilike da vidite posljednji put, pa onda ovo ide na zid u njegovoj kući. Eto. So, favorite goal in this season, been a lot of them.
It's hard to... You mean favorite goal, like most important, or...
For you, which meant at that moment the most? Which is the first that you can remember now?
Have some, maybe 4. But if I could choose one, I would say probably the goal against Keln here. I think that goal means a lot for me, and also for the game that was 1-0, but in the end 2-0. We finished with that game. If I could say only one, I would say probably this one.
After that, it was, I think, obvious for everybody that you guys are going through the group, because too many times happened that you lead 1-0 and then opposition scores for 1-1. And I was afraid whole match that this will not happen, that this will happen, and then you score for 2-0, and I was like, this is it. After this, it's finished.
You have some games that before the game you have this feeling. And I remember clearly this game and the last year against Spartak. It was these 2 games. When we was in the dressing room, I was 100% sure that we're gonna win this game. I don't know, it's something I cannot explain, but I was seeing, first of all, I was feeling myself, and I was looking on the face of all the players, say no chance they will take something for us today. These 3 points will stay here tonight.
Amazing. Now I gotta ask you about some more relaxing questions. Do you follow some other sports, maybe? I know that you've been watching basketball, Partizan, and you watch these games against Real Madrid. It's been so stressful, ups and downs, and at the end nothing, but how did you look at all this? Yes,
this basketball, to be honest, I just start to watch a bit more this year, because before, like, basketball was not something I follow that much, but Natko bring me one time in the game against Monaco here, and it was crazy, because of course it's completely different when you sit at home, you watch on TV, and then when you are there in the arena, it was completely different feeling. Was good feeling for me, and I was like, maybe I should watch more basketball now. But yes, after that game, I watched few games of Partizan. I watched the Real Madrid. The 4th game I was there also in the arena. Yes, and it's basketball. Like I told you, this year I watched some games, but apart of that, only football.
Do you think it was Panther and Lesor missing in the games that decided the...
For sure, especially in that the 4th game, Panther, I think. If he was on the game that day, for sure the result was completely different.
Do you see yourself maybe as a coach one day or some kind of sport director? Do you see yourself in football, or you, when you finish career, want more to focus on relaxing maybe in Cape Verde, in Portugal, in Belgrade, in such a beautiful countries?
I don't know. To be honest, as a coach till now, I don't see myself. I don't see myself because, we coach, it's not easy job. It's very stressful job. And till today, I don't see myself on this position. We never know. It can change, but for now, I don't see myself on this.
Do you see your kids in sport, or you are the type of person who will not push them, but if they want, if they have talent, all right, why not?
My older son, yes, he is crazy about football. Crazy about football, you can imagine. He's talking with me about he's talking with me about football. Sometimes I don't even know that he knows some players. He knows the way how they celebrate. He knows where they play, the numbers of shirt. It's crazy, and he's now on Partizan. Crno-belih baby. He's there, and he really enjoy. To be honest, I will not say I will not push and this thing, but I would like he to be football player, because this life it's tough, it's difficulty, but it's like I look to myself. It's what it was my dream to be football player, and I will like if he also followed this way to be football player.
He has amazing genes from you, and also one of the best youth academies in whole Europe, Partizan. Yes. You know this, that after Ajax, Partizan always been second or third. Yes. So he has all the prepositions to become the best.
Yeah, everything. I hope he will continue like that. Left foot. He wants to play striker also. He's crazy about score goals and do celebration. So who knows?
Well, can't wait to see him in a Partizan's jersey. And now that season is over, it's time for hobbies, for at least some time before a new season starts. So do you have some hobbies? What do you like to do in a free time, to enjoy time?
Yeah, with my family, we always go to Cabo Verde, because the kids there, they feel freedom to do everything. They're walking without the shirt, without the shoes. They really enjoy the time there, and the weather also there, it's always good. So I'm going to bring them there to spend some time also with my parents, my brothers, my friends. And normally my holidays is always the same. We go in Portugal, we stay a few days, then we go to Cabo Verde, try to see my people, because I stay in 6 months. I go every 6 months there when we have the break on the winter and now. So always I go there to spend time with them.
And what's the favorite part of town in Belgrade? Where do you most like to go? Which is the most beautiful part of Belgrade?
Now I'm going a lot there in the waterfront.
I'm
going there. There is very nice now. You have a lot of things to do there. Even you just want to sit in some coffee, you have good views there. They have also one football pitch there that I used to bring my son, and Natko bring his son also. They stay there 3 hours, 4 hours. They play. They are never tired. And me and Natko, we just sit. We talk about everything. We had a very good time when we go there.
And now for the last question. I don't want to ask you to make some big promises. You already said you will always give the 100% for Partizan, as it's always been. I think now it's just time for you to relax, to recharge batteries, and then there will be a time to talk and to think about new season. For now, just thank you for all this. Thank you for these amazing records, and relax.
Yes, thank you so much. I want to say thank you also for the other people who vote on me. For this award, for me means a lot. Means that I know that the season was not like we spoke, was not like we all wish, but with this award, it will give me for sure even more motivation to continue to give my best for this club, to give my best to all the people which are supporting the Partizan.
Dame i gospodo, bio je to fantastični Rikardo Gomeš, eto, Zaista siguran sam da ćemo se u budućnosti uvek sećati njegovih uspeha, ali bilo bi lepo da bude i više navijača kada se obaraju ti rekordi, da bude više navijača u Humskoj, da zajedno slavimo, zajedno i tugujemo kako mora, ali eto, to je neka moja poruka za kraj. Ostalo još samo da vam se zahvalim što ste pratili Partizanov podcast u ovoj sezoni koja, ponavljamo, nije bila sjajna, ali imala je i nekih i lepih momenata, tako da eto, to bi bilo sve. Hvala na pažnji i nastavite pratite Partizanov podcast.